Good evening, my name is Diana Alvarez. I'm part of this course of Edmodo and future learners. Um, in this moment, I'm going to tell you what is my micro-teaching with the function that was assigned describing things. In order to fulfill with this, I chose to describe in school objects. And this microteaching has three main objectives. The first one is to learn vocabulary related to classroom objects and describing them, and to review colors and adjectives such as big and small, and some words such as word, writing, read, keep, and erase, and also to practice using the structures what's this and it is a. So that's the objectives for the microteaching. This microteaching was planned for primary learners, and the materials that I'm going to use are flashcards of school objects such as pencil case, ruler, pen, colors, pencil, school bag, books, notebooks, board, and desk. And also I'm going to use a worksheet in order to reinforce all the knowledge and the vocabulary that the students are going to learn with this microteaching. Well, as a first activity, I'm going to ask to the students the question, what do they use in the classroom for working? In order to help them to answer this question, I'm going to show them different school objects, such as a pen, such as a pencil, such as an eraser, and maybe there are some students that are going to answer in Spanish, which is good, and others are going to answer in English. In that way, I'm going to check what the pre-knowledge that they have. Okay. After that, I'm going to show them the picture of every school object, and I'm going to tell them the word in English in order that they know the pronunciation and the word in English of every school object. And I'm going to ask them to repeat the word after me in order to practice this pronunciation. After that activity, I'm going to show them real school objects, and I'm going to ask them, what's this? And they are going to answer, it is a pencil, it is an eraser, it is a board. And with this activity, they are going to remember the names of every school object, and they are going to practice the structures such as what is and it is a, or it is an. In order to they practice these structures, after of this, I'm going to review the colors and the adjectives such as small and big, asking them what color is the board, and they have to answer green or white. What color is the book? Probably they are going to answer red or yellow. And after every these questions, I'm going to ask them, is it big or small? And they have to answer, it is big or it is small. Well, then I'm going to, I planned an activity by couples, and they have to practice these questions by couples. I'm going to write the questions, what's this, and it is on the board in order they can see what are the questions and answers that they had to practice. And they are going to use the school objects that they have in their pencil cases, and they can see around the classroom. After this activity, I'm going to make a contest which is named the hot seat. In this contest, I'm going to divide the group two groups, and every one of the group has to participate round by round. So the student who sits on the hot seat is going to guess what is the school object that I'm going to show to the rest of the group, but he or she can't see what is the object that I'm going to show. The other students are going to give him or her clues in order to guess what is the school object. A clues such as it's big, it's small, it's green, is white, is to write, is to keep books, it's to erase, it's to something like that, in order to practice the function that the school objects have. So I'm going to give the point to the students or the group who guess the school object in a maximum of 40 seconds, and he or she said the correct word with the correct pronunciation. After this, I'm going to give them worksheet which has two kinds of exercises. The first one is matching exercises, where they have to match the word with the picture, and the other is a big picture with some sentences, small sentences describing what objects they have to color. For example, if the sentence says it's a big and green board, they have to color the big board. It's a small or coffee desk, they have to color the small desks, and something like that. With this activity, I finish my microteaching, and that's all.